Welcome to Ayatium. The multiverse theory, a concept often discussed in scientific circles, presents a fascinating philosophical challenge. It suggests an infinite number of universes, each with its own unique set of physical laws and conditions. However, this theory is not a scientific discovery in the traditional sense, rather it has emerged as a philosophical escape route for certain materialist viewpoints. When the Big Bang Theory provided compelling evidence that our universe had a definitive beginning, it posed a significant challenge to purely materialistic explanations. This beginning implied a potential beginner, leading to a philosophical dilemma for those who sought to explain existence without a divine origin. The fundamental question then shifts from merely asking if the multiverse is real to understanding the underlying reasons for its initial invention and widespread appeal. The multiverse concept gained prominence after scientists encountered a profound crisis: the universe's astonishing fine-tuning. Every fundamental constant, from the strength of gravity to the precise mass of an electron and the ratio of photons, is set with razor-sharp precision. Even a minuscule deviation as small as 1 part in 10 to the power of 60 would prevent the formation of stars, complex chemistry, and ultimately any observers like ourselves. This extreme fine-tuning strongly suggests design, which in turn implies a designer. Rather than accepting the implication of intention, an alternative narrative was proposed: the idea of infinite universes. In this scenario, our universe is merely one among countless others, accidentally possessing the perfect conditions for life. This approach, however, moves beyond empirical physics and enters the realm of philosophical avoidance, albeit disguised in scientific terminology. From a scientific standpoint, the multiverse theory faces significant challenges, primarily violating the fundamental principles of scientific inquiry. A robust scientific theory must be observable, verifiable, and crucially falsifiable. The multiverse, by its very definition, can never be directly observed, tested, or disproven through experimentation. If a concept remains forever beyond the scope of empirical experiment, it ceases to be science and becomes mere speculation. Ironically, while the multiverse attempts to remove the need for a divine creator, it only multiplies the scale of creation itself. Even with countless universes, the fundamental question of their origin and sustenance still requires a creator. The multiverse theory is not born from new physics, but rather from a philosophical discomfort with the implications of a single, finely tuned universe. A single universe naturally leads to the concept of a singular origin, which in turn points to a necessary being. This aligns perfectly with the Islamic theological principle of Tawhid, which asserts the absolute oneness of God. The Quran begins not with an argument, but with a declaration: "Say, He is Allah the One." This emphasizes not merely one among many, but the one, unique and beyond any numerical comparison or multiplicity. Islam has never denied the existence of multiplicity in creation, rather it denies independent multiplicity. Even if there were 1 trillion universes, they would all exist within the dominion and under the sustenance of the one creator. As the Quran states, "To him belongs whatever is in the heavens and the earth." This encompasses not just one universe, but all of existence. Modern quantum cosmology now suggests that information precedes matter, a concept that resonates deeply with Islamic teachings. Islam has always taught that divine will precedes creation, a metaphysical causation expressed in the command kun. This is not mere poetry, but a profound statement about the nature of reality and the origin of all things. The multiverse theory, in its attempt to circumvent the concept of Allah, inadvertently expands the stage upon which His grandeur is displayed. The larger creation becomes, the more profound and encompassing the principle of Tawhid reveals itself to be. Ultimately, the path of philosophical inquiry, even through concepts like the multiverse, consistently leads back to the principle of oneness. The Quran addresses this philosophical fear directly. Indeed, to Allah is the final return. Everything that appears as multiplicity in the universe eventually collapses back into the singular reality of the divine. Multiplicity serves as the vast canvas, while oneness is the ultimate source, and the return to this oneness is the inevitable conclusion. Thus, the multiverse is not a rival to faith. Instead, it stands as an unintentional witness to the profound truth of Tawhid. The ultimate question is not whether many universes exist, but rather who sustains all of them should they indeed exist. The multiverse cannot replace God, it can only multiply the canvas upon which His infinite power and wisdom are displayed. This is precisely why Ayatium exists, to illustrate that when science attempts to diverge from oneness, it ultimately circles back to it.